All right, thank you, Master of Ceremony, for your introduction. Let me acknowledge the presence of our counselor, ward counselor. Please give a hand to our ward counselor. I'm acknowledging him because I'm the secretary who was able to put all the counselors in this country, more than 6,000 counselors, to be paid in government payroll. I did it. You talk about all the wards in the country, I made it. I made it happen. Rigo, we have now 4 LRGs, huh? Guna bitebe 3 LRGs ibonan. But when I became a secretary, I was the first secretary to make it 4 in Rigo. So we have now 4 LRGs. I made it happen for us. I am proud to be a Rigo. That's why I'm here. And I want you to listen carefully because we Rigo people are smart people. We are not stupid. And I want you to listen carefully. But before I do that, let me acknowledge the pastor for the wonderful prayer that he has offered. I know that that prayer is answered by God. I'm a believer in God. And I want to also acknowledge the presence of Dr. Casey, your own son here. Give him a hand. Dr. Casey, let me announce to you people, Dr. Casey is one of my board members today, and he will be my board member when I get into Parliament. I am not making a joke, it's a serious. We mean serious business to change Rigo. I don't know Casey, but God has led me to Casey. I could have chosen somebody from maybe Hula or somebody from maybe where? Rigo Inland. Or I could have chosen somebody from Rigo Central. Oh, he's from Rigo Central, of course. I chose someone. I believe God has led me to choose Casey, one of your sons. And I want to say thank you for Casey and his family for this occasion. If without them, I won't be here today. I can say that. But let me pay tribute to one of our sons, late Wali Asi. He was my colleague with the department for some time, Department of Provincial and Local Government. And then he became the Secretary for Defense. Maybe he became twice. He went to Department of Defense twice. One of our elite Rigo sons. And you must be proud of that, Bigai, because your son has become one of the secretaries of this country. I want to pay tribute to him. I know he's got his brother here. Thank you. I forgot his name. Kila Wali. I met him recently. You look like him. You talk like him. I know Wali Asi well. So I want to pay tribute. If we would have gone there, I would see his, what do you call, graveyard. Unfortunately, I won't see it now, but next time I'll come and see the graveyard. I pay tribute to these people because these are the people who made our country to be where it is today. I want to introduce myself now. I can understand Sinagoro a little bit. I can understand my language. Ours is what they call them. What's our town in Aleppo and all those areas? Sinagoro and what's another one? Tuglamwa. Okay. I'm from Aleppo village. Aleppo town. My father is from Aleppo. My grandfather is from Aleppo and my grandmother is from Konako. So Aleppo Konako town. Unfortunately, I was not born in Rigo. I was born in Oro. My father was an SDA pioneer missionary. So he went to Oro and all his life was in Oro. About 20 or more than 20 years, he was in Oro. That's where I was born. In one of the jungles of Oro. Bush, jungle, you can't see anything, just jungle. I was born in there. and brought up there. Minsan law school. Yamay arbon law my most bidekenay. And then I made my way up. As law history umikam na wadain. I started very low, so I can hear your language, but I can't speak it. But please pardon me, I'm going to speak in English and more to Yanama as we go through. But long history of experience will become. I started as an ordinary clerk. I made my way up to be the Secretary of Department of Provincial and Local Level Government, one of the top departments in the country today. If you don't know, I must tell you, the Secretary of the Department of Provincial Local Government is one of the advisors of the Cabinet. I am one of the advisors in the government of the day. The last government, Peter O'Neill, and this current government, we advise the Cabinet on all the policies of this country. And they make decisions on those. Whether they take our advice or not, it's up to them. We give them the best advice. Maybe you see my qualification. I'm one of the pioneer graduates of University of Papua New Guinea in Masters of Business Administration, MBA. I have a Masters of Business Administration. So, let me say this. Wala ko tao de bode. Biga tao dia, kuna nearby villages. And I want to say that you have a beautiful place. Turn into a commercial or anything that you can make money out of it. However, for the last 36 years of independence, why and there is no change in our communities? Nakabanama change the waralas. And I want to recall the memories of the older folks who are here. Daika oiboy wara before independence, and you saw independence. Imanoya base. Those of you who were born before independence, and you saw independence. For those of you who were born after independence, you don't know what I'm going to talk about. But it's good that I'm giving you history. And listen carefully. When we had a self-government independence in 1975, I was only a small boy. I was attending a primary school in Oro. If you've been to Girua Airport, there's a school called Inonda SDA School. I am one of the students of that school. So I was there when we had independence in 1975. And I've been to the districts. In Kokoda district, those of you know famous Kokoda track, we have a district in Kokoda, and my dad lived in that Kokoda village for many years, almost 6 years. We've been to Tufi district. My time taken after 1975, when you go to those districts, there was a clean environment. District here function no, people are there, workers are there, health workers, what do you call? Extension officers, the Didimans, Didimans Sumilalawa, they are there working in the districts. And I know those of you went to Kwikila in those times. Umila Kwikila bedema umitaya. Was Kwikila a clean district or a dirty district? Very clean. Who's saying this? Put your hand up. Yes. Very clean. There were white people. The place was like a good town. Very nice town. I was small and I came to Kwikila. I saw it was clean. A beautiful town. You go to Kupiano, same. Am I right? You go to where? Berina, same. You go to Tapini, same. But let me tell you, after 36 years, you go now to Kwikila. Is it clean? Back to where? Yeah, there's dirty. The Kwikila town is like a ghost town. Like there's no administration. And this morning or this afternoon, neighboring villages, I'm here not to tell you lies, I'm here to tell you facts. I'm here to tell you what is really happening in this country. Why have we not progressed? Because I have been in the system. I am running 22 provinces in the country. I'm running 89 districts in the country. I'm running more than 320 LLGs in the country. I'm running more than 6,000 wards in the country. All the councillors, 6,000 wards. I know the system of government. In 1975, when we had independence, there is 2 levels of government, and I'm going to give you some history now. The first level of government is called national government. The second level of government is called what? Provincial government. And then we have constituencies. Am I right? And then we have local members in the constituencies. I know we have a member in our constituency, Maguli Gubaya, late Maguli Gubaya. He was our constituency member. And I think you have your own members as well. They were called local governments or provincial governments. And then you have all the didimans, didimans in general. The health didiman, the agriculture didiman, the education didiman, everybody. And they go out to the villages and do all those work. Your village must be what? Always what? Clean. You must have toilet. You must have everything. The environment must be clean. Only time they can health workers in Jemima, every 3 months, I remember, they come and they spray what they call DDT. Can you remember those days? But I want to ask you today, have the health workers come and spray DDT in your houses? No. The question is it because of money? Okay, I have a doctor here, so he can answer those questions later. Is it because of money? I want to tell you this. It is not because of money. It is because of leadership. We don't have leaders in our province. And I'm going to tell you that Central Province is one of the least developed provinces in the country in our categories. Why? Because we don't have basic standard. We have not met the basic standards in our country. So we are below 10 in this country today, as I speak. When we were colonized by the white people earlier on, when we got Christianity earlier on, when we were educated earlier on, and I want to say, I'm proud to see that Bigai people have the best brains in this village. Give a hand to our best people here. We have an engineer, aircraft engineer sitting with us. We have a doctor with us. We have an electrical engineer with us. Best brains of Rigo. Why haven't not been developed? I'm going to tell you now. It is about leadership. I want to tell you, for those of you who went to school, that not everyone can be a leader. Leadership is an art. Somebody has to develop that leadership art within himself to be a leader. Not everyone can be a leader. I want to ask you, how many councillors do you have in your village? How many councillors do you have? One. Only one leader. You can't have too many councillors in one village. A leader is a leader that develops, and I want to say, continue to say again, a leader has a vision. A leader has a dreams. A leader has a passion for change. Central Province, I am not ashamed to say this. I'm not going to withdraw my statement. I said it in Kwikila. I think this other brother said it. He heard me speaking in Kwikila market. I'm saying this in front of the governor for Central. I said this, Central Province and Rigo District, we were so near to Port Moresby, and yet we are so far. It is not because of money, it is because of leadership. We don't have a leader. We have what I call politicians. Politicians have no dreams. I can tell you. It's happening here, not only in this country, but any other country in the world. Politicians don't have dreams. Politicians have to go and do handouts, what I call handouts. Politicians, Jamai, they give you money, they give you tin fish, they give you rice, they give you chicken, or they give you those things, and they tell you to vote them. They have no dreams. After 5 years, they will never come and see you again. Am I right? You eat one tin fish tomorrow, somebody gives you, or 100 kina, one member comes and give you, I'm not here to give you money, my friend. I'm here to bring service to you. I'm here to give you service. I'm here to see change in your village. That's what I'm going to do because I have seen it and I have done it. And why did I stand? I want to answer this question now. Why did I stand? In 2017, I got about 10 councillors from Vigo Inland. 10 councillors came to my office in my department and they asked me, Secretary, can you go and stand for Vigo? Because we have not seen any leader in Vigo. We have seen you as a leader of Vigo. We want you to go and represent us in Vigo. My witness is my brother. He was a former councillor, Moses. He can vouch that. They came to my office and they asked me, can you stand? And I told them, no, I want to serve this country as a secretary. When it came, my contract expired last year in 2021, March. I wrote to my minister and I told him, can I extend my contract for one more term, another 4 years to serve the country, because I have done a biggest reform in the country, the review of organic law on provincial and local level government. Now we have a new law that is already in Parliament. Unfortunately, they didn't pass it because now we are going in election. If I win the election and I go into the Parliament, that's the first law that I'm going to pass, which I have already done it. It's an organic law called Organic Law on Decentralization. It simply means we're going to empower all of you. We'll empower the district, we'll empower the province so that they can grow the economies, so that we can progress. Right now, we are not empowering them, so they are not growing. So that organic law is ready to be passed. Unfortunately, my minister signed my extension. Yes, you can extend your contract, but he didn't sign my appraisal. Instead, he appointed somebody to act. So I said, okay, I can leave. I served the country for the last 36 years. I can leave. When I left, Laula Murinay, after I was on the street, our elites, people like Casey and other people like them, who they have known me, they called me. They said, Mr. Guina, please, we urge you, you must stand for our people. We want you to represent us because we believe in you that you can bring change. And I told them, you give me 3 weeks to think about. I have my family to talk about it so that we will decide. We must pray about it as well. So I went and told my family, no, people have asked me if I can stand. We prayed about it. After 3 weeks, we decided if God is calling me to represent the people, why not I put my hand up? That's why I want to stand. And if you see my slogan and my policies, I'll go briefly on that. My slogan is about empower Vigo for change. What do I mean? I'll simply say this. You know, Hari binibam Hari umilaw market, resin umilaw market. Huh? You go to Gordon's, you go to where? Boroko or whatever market. And when you go there, said to say that umila manay market lang na umila last to market na outside mukan umila. Mumukano la koy. Why have not our leaders have built market for our Vigo people for all these years? It's not about money. It's about leadership. And our people have suffered. And then again, I say, if I become a member, I will change this thing around. The economic of things is this. When you go and market in Boroko or Gordons or Koki, you pay what? You pay tax. How much is the tax? Huh? 5 kina? 5 kina. You pay 5 kina to Gordon's market and you get a little bit of money. Money is no yabia. 100 kina or 300 kina. Well, store they can go lala suka talauya, rice talauya, or pork talauya, or meat talauya. When you go to the shop, you also pay tax, what they call GST. And the tax you are paying is building Port Moresby to be where it is now, today. that tax you and I are paying. So you are building Port Moresby and you remain the same and I remain the same. Momokano last. I'm going to change the economic of things. Instead of you going down to Koki or Gordons, I will build a market. I see now they be building a market. It's too late. I'm going to go in and build a good, proper market for you guys. I'm going to build a market. I'll provide a cool room. I'll provide everything that needed be. Your work is to get your banana. You go and sell it there. Any orotodi around no las. Orotodi jeno las. Orotodi nakim las. I deba orai nakim. Ayano dan eros bona. Okay. Orotodi. Umim bitul nat joya. Oim daka. Dava joya. Oim biku. They must drive from Port Moresby. They must come to Kwikila and pay tax to Kwikila. You don't have to go down there. Why? You waste your money going there. You go and oil bank up. You giving lot of headache for them. You stay here in your village. You just go to Kwikila. Next minute you are back in your village, back to your garden. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to see service. I want to improve you. I want to empower you. The district's business is to look for a market. That's my business. You leave it to me. If my officers don't do it, I'll sack them. Our business is to sell our products. And I want to see, I had a dream that in future, I want to see there's going to be a juice, pineapple juice from Rigo. There must be a peanut butter from Rigo. There must be honey from Rigo. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's common sense. I am not talking because I want to say. I have seen it. I have traveled the world. I went to Cairns and I went to all those things and I saw families doing it. They are doing it ice cream. I went and bought ice cream in their own business. I went and bought chocolate in their own business. You can come and put cow here and do a chocolate. We can do it. It's not rocket science. It's common sense. Smart. And I want to tell you, I want to see that Rigo people are smart people in this Papua New Guinea. I don't care about other districts. I'm going to make sure that Rigo must be smart people. I'm not a stupid. I'm a smart guy. I want to see that my Rigo people must be smart people. I know the system, my friends. I know the system in and out. There's nobody. And I can challenge any internet candidate who comes and talks here. I can tell them they have no understanding of the system of government. I know the system of government in and out. I am a systems person. The intent of the organic law after independence, national government, provincial government. Yeah, my 1995, Sir Julius Chen, Ben Micah, the late Ben Micah, they decided to review the organic law and they call it the organic law, now current the organic law. The current organic law is called organic law and provincial and local level governments. And the intent was this. They want to create 3 levels of government, from 2 to 3, so that they can bring the money right down to the ward. So we have a national government, a provincial government, Madakalo, local level government, the LOGs. The intent of this is money must flow from national government to the provincial government to the local level government. The intent is good, but the practice, it never happened. Why? Money in national government, provincial government, what happens? It disappears in provincial government and never reaches the councillors. And I want to tell you, all the councillors, you are not doing any work because of our leaders. It's not about money. There is a system in place that we have established. You can flow the money right down to the ward. We can open our ward accounts. If you elect me tomorrow, the next day I will ward 92 ward accounts in Rigo. I will do it. And I will pump the money through all the ward accounts. I've been doing that. I've done it in provinces, in Sandown province, in East New Britain province, in other provinces. I have done it. with their members. These are leaders doing it. We don't have leaders. So that money comes to you, councillor, you the chairman of the for that ward account, but you will not be the signatory because you are a politician. Your ward committee will become signatories to the account and will help you to deliver your projects based on the priorities of the people. Priorities do we manuatories do we kiki, we councillor dan, we ward committee. Okay, what do we have here? Alright, biga tau dia we hari bedakam we have here. We mayam ranu olas. Ah? On missionary committee ko do still never not good. Ate de kana tanum je kukuri bona jan mei bona. Ne dia namulas. So you need a clean what? Water. That's your priority number one. Do you have a school? You have a school, I'm asking you. Yes, you have a school. Do you have a 8 post? No. Maybe that's your priority number two. Do you have a, what else? What's other basic? Road. Okay, I've seen your road. I tell you what, you have one of the best roads. I'll give a hand to you. Because my road is not like it. I'm from Aleppo. When it's raining, you can't even make it to your village. Aleppo. Now they put some gravel so you can go. But this is one of the best roads. I'll make it the best road. If you vote me in, this road will be 24 hours, day and night, you'll be operational. It's simple. It's not about rocket science. It's a common sense. And in those days, the districts are functioning. The demands are coming and talking to the people. Oh, this is how you're going to grow cocoa or coffee or coconut or copra. Ari bijamay no? Lassi. I don't know what they do at Kwikila. That's the problem. We have been a problem of leadership. I've been to all the provinces in the country, in all the districts in the country. And I have seen developments happening in those provinces and districts. And I can give you 2 examples. I've been to the district of the former Prime Minister, Peter O'Neill, Yalabu Pankia. Islands Highway mo drive ware. Yan a road, yan a dalabe, umim dalabam na to. It's sealed all the way. Sealed all the way to his district called Yalibu and sub-district called Pangia. All well drainage, well sealed, no humps. You come to a highway, there's a lot of what? Humps. No humps, sealed, well drained. Day and night, medu or whatever, it doesn't matter. You can drive with your car, you can drive with your bicycle or whatever, or wheelbarrow, you can go. The road is perfect. It's got a high school. Now it's got a what? University of South Pacific. It's got a banking service. Sub-district, Pangia. I use an ATM card in Pangia sub-district. Quickly, ATM card me use last. I never used one there. Quickly is so near, and yet what? So far. That's a leader. A leader has a vision. And I asked his DA, DA Lieutenant CEO, how are you people operating with 10 million kina every year? Do the Prime Minister sees the 10 million kina? That's Peter O'Neill. Ne CEO niya ba niya ko? Prime Minister doesn't see that 10 million kina. He only comes and cuts the ribbon. He approves the project and we get the administration to implement it. He comes and cuts the ribbon. If we don't implement, he sacks us. That's why we have seen change. In a school, they come in a teacher's houses. Big houses, the teachers are living in there. Good classrooms. The teachers are enjoying teaching there. I don't know, you have a school here? Any teacher here sitting here? I want to ask you, your house is good or not good? How can you expect a teacher to sleep in a broken house and teach your grandson or your son to be a brilliant student? It will never happen. You need a teacher to live in a good house so that he can prepare well to teach our children to be the best students in Rigo. Why haven't we have changed in this? Because of leadership. All right, 2012, I returned a former Prime Minister, Peter O'Neill, because money was not going through the district, and all the district, they became dysfunctional, meaning powerless. I went to some district, there's no power, not very long. You go to Kupiano, there's no power. They only operate maybe 1 or 2 hours. Sometimes they don't have power. Why? Independence man na kiap jila time they can have power ya no last. Quickly have power ya no last. Arsi pun jo connected my but before power was there 24 hours. Why can they have power there and now we can't? Is it because of money? No, it's because of leadership. And I want to tell you this. Since 2020, Prime Minister Peter O'Neill he decided to change one of the sections of the law, and he created what I call District Authorities Act, or DDA. And I want to explain to you, there's 2 mother laws that we have in the country. Law Banana the Constitution of Papua New Guinea. That's the highest law that we have in the country today. And the second law is called the Organic Law on Provincial and Local Level Government. Any other laws below that is called an act of parliament. It's an act by parliament. So DDA is an act of parliament. Actually, I was in the department and we advised against not to enact the act of DDA in parliament. Because if we do it, we need to change the organic law first, review the organic law so that it has a weight into it. But former Prime Minister Yoko, I want money to go right down to the district. I want to see some change. That's a good intent. So the act came in force. The current act provides for 10 million kina every year, every district. 2012, maharibe 2000 ida. 22. You times 10 million kina every district, every year. And after 2012, from 2012 to 2022, lagan bi ida. Huh? How many years? 10 years. You times the 10 million kina every year. Ida million kina allocated to each district. 100 million. You don't ask me where's that 100 million. I have no answer. But that's how the money is being given to each of the district. So when you go to some district, they have developed. They got district administration office. I gave some money to all the districts in the country to build their districts. I know it. That's what I'm saying. I also gave 2 million kina to a member, the current member, in 2019 to build a district office. We have no district office right now. Is it because of money? Leadership. So, Rigo Taudia, my message is here. Rigo Taudia. My message is here. Bema I vote somebody who is not a leader because he gives you money or because he gives you rice or tin fish or whatever it may be. I want to tell you, you will remain and I will remain the next 5 years the same. We will never change. I want to make a difference. You vote me in the next 5 years. I want to see that you have a change. I want to empower you that you can put money into your pocket. We go around looking for a member. Why should we go around and look for a member? We can make money ourselves. That's what I want to do. We can attract tourists in our villages. We can have farms in our villages. We can have cattle ranch. I've been to Queensland. I went to their cattle farms. I know what to do to bring all the cattle here. Flood, Rigo. Right now, there is a program called Rural Service Delivery Program. And in the world today, they call it Community-Driven Development Program. That's a World Bank program. I brought it in the last 10 years. And I pilot in Central Province, Rigo Inland, and now we're in Rigo Central. Not long, we're going to come to Rigo Coast. I don't know, Council, you are aware of this, huh? There's a program called Rural Development, Rural Program. So we have implemented about 16 projects in Rigo Central, Rigo Inland. Either be water project, tona binebona. The community will decide what they want. If they want water, we fund the water. If they want a school, we fund the school. If they want a classroom, we fund a classroom. Anything that they want. If they want solar light, we give them solar light. We have done it. I've done it. I went to everywhere in Central Province. I went to Mekelle, opened the projects in there. I went to Rigo Inland. I went and opened some projects in there. I went to Abau in Amazon Bay. I went to Boru Village to open up a solar light program. Boru Village has about 1,000 or 2,000 population. There now, if you go to Boru, they have a solar light in the night. So I have done it. I have seen it. There is a change that I bring into the community. So it's not about money. And the system is this. The water accounts will be open. We give you the money. We implement, or you implement your program, and we try and supervise that program so that you can implement those projects. If you do well, we give you another funding for the next project. That's the project in Aikarela. Because of that, World Bank, they had a review, international review, Biama. They saw that we have done it. Our rating was 75% out of 100 in the world ranking. In the world ranking, 75% 100. Maybe a pass mark or fail mark? It's a pass mark. So they told us, okay, you have done well. I piloted in Central Province. They were trying to do it in other province. I was the secretary, so I said, no, don't go to other province. Bring it to Central Province. You do well in Central, you can bring it to other province. So that's what I did. We did very well in Central. So now we have piloted this project to 5 other provinces: Western, Eastern Britain, Sundown, and Simbu Province. So right now, as I am speaking, they are implementing those projects, a project in those provinces. I have done water project in every province, and I went to Manus. I implemented 7 projects in Manus. I traveled Manus Island under the World Bank program. I have donor partners, connections. I deal with the OSAID donors. I deal with New Zealand Aid. I deal with World Bank, European Union. All these donor partners, they know who Mr. Guina is. You put me in there, I will partner with them. We will change Rigo. And I am telling the intending candidates for regional seat, we're always going to be becoming governor. And one of them is my friend. His name is Guni Raga. You know Guni Raga? I'm telling you, he's a Kiap. He walked length and breadth of Central Province. He's the man. He knows the system in and out. If you vote Gay Raga, it's going to make a difference. And I told him like this, my friend, if you become a governor, I don't care about Abau, I don't care about Goilala, I don't care about Karuku, I don't care about Rigo Koyari or whatever. Hiri Koyari, I will make sure that Rigo must be the best district in the country. If those districts are not functioning, I told them, I don't care. I'm a leader of Rigo. I'm not a politician of Rigo. I will be the leader of Rigo to bring change to Rigo. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come to you, the policies now. This is what I'm going to do. You don't need to go to Port Moresby to look for doctors. And Dr. Casey, you're listening to me now? When I finish, when I stand in there, I want to see a doctor in Kwikila. And I want to tell you, all the doctors in Central Province, they used to tell me, if you bring Kwikila up, we all will come and stay in Kwikila and save our people. I can guarantee, Dr. Casey, I'll bring you to Kwikila. You can stay in the best house and you can practice medicine and help our people. I want to bring change. I'm not here to tell you lies. Pina Ipatas, he became the governor in the last 20 years. He's now going to 30 now, 25 and 30 years. He changed his own district or province. If you know the history, Anga province was the last province that we gave them provincial government system. When we got a provincial government system, it was the last province. Today, Anga province is #1 in the country. First shall be last and last shall be what? Why? A leader Peter Ipatas is not a politician. He's a leader. You go to his districts, all the roads are sealed. He's got he's got a college there. He's got a nursing college. He's got a teacher's college. He's got a farming there. He's got everything there. Now he's got a hospital, 300 million kina hospital built, state of the art hospital. I have seen it. I'm not here to tell you lies. I have seen it. I traveled the country. Why this change? You have a leader. We don't have a leader. Unfortunately, I rated all the districts in the country in 2019. I'm telling you now. I rated this country, all the districts in the country in 2019. I sent all my staff, all the staff to go around all the districts with the standards. We rated the standards. You must have 24 hours power supply. You must have water system. You must have an hospital. You must have a communication. You must have all these things, school, all these things. Basic standards in all the districts. When they went and did the assessment, Yalabu Pangia, one of the remotest districts in the country, was rated number 1, A. That's Peter Onis district. Sad to say that our districts in Central Province, Abao, Quikila, Berena, and what else? Tapini. All our district was rated below D. All our district was rated below D. Peter O'Neill was sitting there as I did a presentation at the, what's that house called? APEC House. I was doing a presentation. He was sitting there next to me, chairman. All the members of parliament were sitting, the ministers were sitting. Pokatemu was sitting there. Anupala, the former member, was sitting there. I presented it. One of my advisors said, oh, don't rate your districts at below because otherwise your members may not be happy. I said, I'm not going to tell lies. I'm going to tell facts. So I did present it. After I presented it, President Muna, Dr. Temuyama, allow your second. You can ask him and he can tell you this. Allow your second, my secretary. I want to thank you for rating the district at that level here. I'll make sure I'll make a change. You go to Kupiano today, he's got the best hospital built. Best hospital built. You go to Kupiano today, all the streets are well sealed. You go to Quikila, do we have our streets sealed? No. Do we have a hospital? No. Do we have a district office? Zero. Because they brought the district office down. I told Lekwa Gure, when I gave him that 2 million kina, you make sure you build a district office so that we can come and cut the ribbon. That was in 2019. I said, that district office that you are operating, I don't know, maybe only staff is operating, was built even before I was born. I'm right, huh? Even before I was born. So that district office was maybe how many years? 50 or 60 years built. And yet we are still using that same office when we are in the 21st century. Is it because of money? No, it's leadership. You go to other district today, big office. I went to Yalabu Pangia, they have a big office. They got conference room. Everybody's attired. They're all working. 7:45 to 4:06. Everybody's happy because they have a good office. You go to Quikila, there's no office. They're operating from market or I don't know where. I want to change this. I want to see that we have an office. I'll build a member's house in Rigo, in Quikila. The law says this. The law says the hub. What do I say? The law here in Ebana, the seat of government must be at the district. Okay? The seat of the government must be in district. So it simply means this. The DDI meeting, the member should be living in a district. I want to ask you, is our members living in a district? Yes or no? I'm going to change this. Mr. Guina is going to change it. I'm going to build an office of a member. I'm going to build a house of a member, not my house. Whenever you come in as a member, you can go and enjoy that place. But you must be a leader. If you're not a leader, don't become a member. I want to see change. So you don't go and look for me in Port Moresby. Don't look for me in the hotels. You go and look for me in Kwikila because I'll be there. My staff will be there. They'll be working there. That's what I want to see. Bottom-up planning. I want to explain this. Bottom-up planning means council will be empowered. Ward Development Committee will be empowered. We'll give you technical assistance. You do your plans. And your plans from the ward will come to LLG. LLG will approve it. It becomes an LLG plan. And it becomes to the district. District will approve it. It will become a district plan. And then it will become a provincial plan. Ari bedebamna. Do anyone come around and help you with your local level government plans? How nandaya? Kwikila tawdi aja mensinama. Council hoja ko tay ma min plan takara jero. Lasi 22 years it's been a councillor. No Kwikila staff has come to do a plan with a councillor. How can you develop a plan in Kwikila or you go to Port Moresby in a hotel room and develop a plan? That's crazy. Our people must know their needs. You member don't know their needs. A staff in the department or in the Central Province Administration doesn't know your need. It's only you know your need because you are in the village. That's why I'm saying I'm going to empower you to make your own plans so that we can deliver and make change for Rigo. That's what I call bottom-up planning. Rigo has not developed, Central has not developed because we don't have good leaders. We have politicians. And I don't want to withdraw this statement. It's a fact. If you go to other provinces, they are well off. We are one of the least developed provinces because of our leaders. I'm not going to give blame game. I want to see that change. That's why today, I love my neighboring villages. My message is loud and clear. Don't vote a politician. You must vote a what? A leader. There's two different things. A politician will try to give you a handout because he wants to survive the next 5 years. A leader has a vision for change. I have a vision for change. I have a dream for change. That's why I want to be your leader. I'm not going to be a politician. When you come to my office, when I'm in Kwikila, when you come to my office, you don't call me a member of parliament. You call me a leader of Rigo because I'm your leader. I want to see change. I have a dream. There's going to be a lot of people coming to talk to you. But I want to give one message here, clear. I'm the Secretary for Department of Provincial and Local Government, former Secretary. And I want to say this. Councillor, are you contesting or no for national election? Now, okay. Councillor is not contesting in a national election, so you are good, very good. But any councillor, for that matter, or any president, for that matter, if you are contesting for national election today, and if you have not resigned as a councillor, and if you have not resigned as a president, you are now terminated as a councillor. You are now terminated as a president. You go to election, you will win. Your winning will be null and void. The court will pronounce you null and void because you didn't do the right thing. So whoever, I want to warn you bigger people and neighboring villages, like a councillor will support you no, or president will support you no. If he has not resigned and he's not contesting, you are going to waste your number one. You're going to waste your number two. You're going to waste your number three. You give it to the leader. As I speak, the current secretary of the department and all the technical staff are in Kwikila to make sure that all these members who are standing, especially presidents or councillors, they have to resign. If they don't resign, they are terminated as of today. They are terminated. So I want to make that message clear to bigger people. Don't be fooled by people. You must see a leader and you elect a leader. Don't be fooled. And I want to finish up with this statement. I'm a public speaker, so I can speak on and on, but I don't want to bore you down. But I want to say this. My message to you bigger people and the surrounding villages, and of course my village people too. Is any Dubonatebo people here? Yes, you get that message and go and tell everybody. If you are voting somebody who has not resigned, your vote is going to be null and void. Any Konoko people here? Any Dubonatebo? Any Alepa? Boku Poletuna? That message must go loud and clear. Don't be fooled by people. And I want to finish up by saying this. And I want to tell a story from the Bible. We all are Christians sitting here. We believe in God. And I want to finish over this story. A well-known story in the Bible in Genesis. It's a story about two brothers. Esau and who? Isaac. Sorry, Esau and Jacob. Esau and Jacob. Esau is a hunter. He goes hunting and then coming with all his meat or whatever he gets. Whereas Jacob, he stays with his mother. And he learns how to do those type of things. He's always at home with the mother. One day, Esau went hunting. Rabana no manutaya pidialas bona. Sena bonomatao dakatayan godayalas. When he came back home, he was so hungry. Lawanande umi out taudia bona umi rabana taudia. Negada inebo umi karadano las. Mula rabana no gotau mi abelas mai mana ka ko mai. Mami mai ne tare joko ne umi kono rabana no oila loka. I don't want to say one experience that I had too, so otherwise you might be. I had that experience too, so. Anyway, Esau came back, he was so hungry. Yeah, my negana be, but the 10th one the brother Mark Jacob. Soup namunia karem, bona namunam kariamai. Yeah, Bonayama Yako, please, soup namnam, Kalawania Benamio. Yelama Jacob Yamoro, Jacob, please, brother, Laura Boim soup time in Yadiba. Ma Jacob ya tosi ma Jacob, Dakaton Lakusupo in what on Jacob, Lakusupo Abian again. You must give me something, Jacob. Kauto inuguna do line him. Maura Daka Jacob. Iso Yanada, or a duck. I want the bet right. Bana custom Dekanaibe. Ne time Dekana. Castle, I think today too. Custom Dekana Natuna Mero Guinea Oise Dako Yapia. Obedo right to Yapia. Obedo clan leader or bet right voice Yapia. Then Iso Natuna Guna then Yoko. That's my bet right. Jacob Yoko. If you want it, you give it to me so that I can give you the soup. I say your choice, bro, it's okay. I don't care about my bet right. You can get it. Give me the soup. I'm hungry. So soup yani warin. Ila lo be funny. Yani what you take off then. One day ila raban neganabe. Iso Jacob Beatrice yala tamara yamorene. Kosinana yoko. Iso na taon na bebe wiwi momo taona. Imana wiwi momre. Then be yoko namasolo tamana be kepulu. Isaac be kepulu. Nama siya dokota ma yoko bine bisola so be Jacob yero kanene be. Dabu atalaini mo yato mane wiwi bamandan oi lama do oi koya yeko. Jacob ne dabu yato mi lama tamara yamara. Oh tamaku labe iso. Laura lagu bet right oi ne ma laula gabuta launo yeko. Matamana yoko natugo lau kamuna boy be Jacob bamuna yeko. Oi mkaduna be Jacob bamuna. Mana oi me kare mo imana ana la dokota yeko. Ya me kare dokota ne yeko gadon be Jacob bamuna. Oi taon na be iso bamuna wiwi momore yeko. Daka urom kan yeko. Tamana las Laura blagu. Ari bet right boy nuku yeko. Okay, now more dolai nim nai. He prayed over him, gave him the bet right. Jacob take off out in the 10th time. That the last be iso ya mine. Iso ya mai yala ma tamana yam. Hey, lagu bet right person. Laura idu ku yeko. Arisi bona beta ya mai ma Laura kina be bet right ma lai ni awaden yo. Sedro im tatna ya mai ma ya bien. Ma iso ya bad dikam mukan. Jacob yo. We know the story. Jacob yo boyo. Why I'm telling you the story? The reason, the meaning of the story is this. Biga tau dia neighboring villages but lagu war umai tu bana te bo pole tu na boku es na umai tau dia. Ganboropu lagu nakim tau dia ganbo umai bona kore tau dia. I want to tell you this. Don't ever sell your birthright. You have the right for development. The rights that Oinia name, member the Kenai, is your power, is your right for development. But we are selling our right. That's why development in my last now. Because we are not giving them to a leader. We are giving them because they give us money, because they give us rice, because they give us tin piece. That's why we give them that vote. And we will still suffer. Biga Taudia, when the voting comes in the next couple of months or weeks, remember this. Don't sell your birthright. You have the right for development. You have the right to do everything. You have the right for that money to come and change your community and my community. Don't give your right to somebody else, like Jacob or Esau did. When I was presenting this message, I won't mention the name. In awareness. Kiki aure murinai. Oren tau ta imana yabis. Mane tau imana yabis mlako. Lau blau di blas bene tau be pilot. Plane jera pilot. Oi bo inchin pilot to ele no las. Plane jera pilot. Imana yabis anu rekene. Okay, oi mo kiki lauko. Oi no question, any question? Yeah, my neighbor yako. No, say I don't have any questions to ask you. You have already answered our questions, Yoko. But I want to ask my people. I want to ask you. I am going to give him one. What about you, my people? Are you going to give him one? Because, and he made this statement, because for the last 36 years, we have been deprived our rights for development. Biga Taudia, nearby village story lamrom nei. If we don't vote carefully, we will deprive our rights for development for the next 5 to 10 years. We will remain the same. Mr. Guina will bring you change. You're not going to wait for a change. He will bring you change to you, if you get me. Because I know the system. I work the system. I'm a systems man. I will bring the change to you. I can bet with you. You give me this chance. When I get into parliament, you give me the next 5 years. I want to come back to bigger, and you tell me whether I have delivered or not. You prove to me, and I can prove to you that I have delivered. And I want to finish by saying this. All our roads are bad. Why? Is it money? No. The system is this. We have what we call PTB, or the toolkit. We have Department of Works. They have graders, dosers, and everything is there. They go and what? They fix it. Lasi, they privatize it. They want to give it to companies or what you call small companies, business. And what happened? We have not progressed because the tender process is too long. You put it out on tender, they tender it, they wait for another 3 months or 6 months. By the time the money is gone, they come and they just grade it only and then they leave. Nothing happens. That's the system that we are doing. I am going to change that system. I'm going to get the equipments. I employ the best engineers, those operators. They must stay in Kukila. They will work on your roads day and night. That's their work. I don't need to bring people outside to do it. I have to do it myself. I'm a member. I'm a leader. I want to see change. It has happened in now. I'm telling you. I'm not saying that because I want to say it. You go to the remotest part in one of the provinces in our country. Wabek. Dr. Lino, if you heard about Dr. Lino, he bought his own equipment, hired his own employees. They are building the roads. Now they have built a road that they have never built in the past years. They have built in the last 5 years. They built a road to Maramui the remotest part of the country. Rugged! We don't have rugged place here. Easy to build. And yet we can't do it. Is it because of money? No. It's because of leadership. What will I do to Kwikila? I want to build a market. I want to put a school of excellence. I know some of you went to Kwikila High School. I didn't go to Kwikila High School. Mr. Wali, you went to Kwikila High School? Must be I. Who's gone to Kwikila High School? Okay, you went to Kwikila High School. If you go back to Kwikila now, the same library that you have used is still standing there. Very sad. How can a student learn from that old library built by the colonial administration? I'm going to make a school of excellence. I'll get the best teachers. If need be, I'll get teachers from Australia to come and teach in the school of excellence. So our students, the first 5 cream students, the best brains of Rigo, not from any other province, of Rigo. I want to make it known to you. Of Rigo, the best cream students of Biga, the best cream students from what village is there? BIGAIRUKA, the best cream students from Kolobu, Yala Anmoropu, Yala Alepa, or whatever, whichever village. As long as they are from Rigo, they will go to Kwikila. We will make them the pilots, our engineers, our architects, whatever it may be. We'll flood the nation with Rigo students. We'll flood the nation. Why I'm saying this? You go to Port Moresby today. Peter Ipatas, in the last 20 years, university students here sponsor, college students here sponsor. When you go to all the universities today, in all universities in Port Moresby, UPNG, Oila PAU, you go to Divine Word, you go to all the colleges. Out of 100 students, 60 are from Enga, 40 from Papua New Guinea. Out of 100, I make it simple. Out of 100, 60 are Engans, or 70 are Engans, 40 are from all over Papua New Guinea, including Rigo. I want to change this. I want to make sure that Rigo students will be the best and they will flood the country. We rated Enga to be the best in education in this country. Enga has come up the best in education in this country. Why? One leader, Peter Ipatas. He made it the best. You go to all the offices in in Port Moresby, oil business houses, or wherever you go, in the hospital, Casey will confess to you, if you go to hospital and general hospital, Engans are doctors, Engans are nurses, Engans are technical officers. No Papuans are there. I want to change that one around. I want to see that Rigo must have their brains all over the country. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to build a TAFE, what I call TAFE, equivalent to Australian standard. I went to Queensland. I went to all the TAFEs in Queensland, in Cairns, in Townsville. I talked to the big people of the Cairns and Townsville TAFEs. I want to bring in technical institutions to all the districts in the country, but I'm not finished, so I'm going to bring it to Kwikila. It's going to be Australian standard. When you graduate in Kwikila with a TAFE, in plumbing or electrician or whatever, agriculture or whatever, nursing or whatever, TAFE, you are employed anywhere in the world. You are in the world market. That's what I want to do. I want to bring change. Wherever I go, I'm not here to tell you lies. I'm telling you facts. If you want to see the change, leader of Makaya, don't mark somebody just because he gives you money, just because he's you are his committee member, he gives you some rice and tin fish, and you vote him. You must see a leader, and you vote him. Let me warn you, if you don't vote a leader, we will remain the same in the next 5 years. And let me finish by saying this. I'm from Alepa, and I have a small village called Inuma. I don't know whether you have seen it or not. It's a small village, but I am happy to live in my small village. Because whatever you have in town, I have it in my village. Whatever. Whatever you have in town, I have it in my village. And my people will confess to you. So I don't need money. I don't need anything. I want to see, I love my people. I want to see change in you. The question is, why should I stand? I have everything. Why should I stand? The real thing is, I want to see change in your life. I want you to live a better life. I want to make sure that you change. I've been to the world. I went to Indonesia, Vietnam, those countries, looking at the programs that I talked about on the World Bank program. They are doing it in all the world today, in most of the Commonwealth countries. And Indonesia, their communities are smart communities, what they call. They got everything. They got water, they got power, they got a hospital, they got everything in there. They got road, they got everything. They don't need anything. When you go to their village, as though you are living in a city or town. Now the Indonesian government has budget money right down to their village. In the national budget I'm talking about. So I'm not here to tell you lies. I'm telling you the facts. We can make a change. We can bring the money right down to you so you can make a change in your life. So whatever, my urge and my appeal to you, don't waste your vote because someone has given you something. You are selling your birthright. You are selling your rights for development. Give the vote to someone you know that can bring you change and bring us change. I want to see in the next 5 years, Vigo will become the first model districts in the country. I will prove to you and I will make it happen for us. May God bless you all.